The leftist narrative of a racist America hit a minor snag this week, minor snag being the left's term for reality. For one thing, master race baiter Ibram X. Kendi interrupted his life's work of making an utter fool of himself to make an utter fool of himself. The master baiter sent out a tweet mocking white students for pretending to be black in order to improve their chances of getting into college. Some critics pointed out that this obviously undermines Kendi's entire thesis that systemic racism makes life harder for black people. Other critics disagreed and said, "Who's Ibram Kendi?" And still others said, "Tell that clown to shut up. I'm trying to watch the Atlanta Braves win the World Series after the MLB screwed Atlanta out of the All-Star game for protecting election security. Ha ha ha, you stupid MLB putzes." But perhaps those critics digress. Kendi quickly took down the tweet, but then said, quote, "Criticism of me is violence, or maybe silence is violence, or maybe a punch in the face is violence, and I'm a grifter, winning awards, prestige, and money from rich white people for attacking rich white people and talking absolute crap," unquote. Some critics felt this statement undermined Mr. Kendi's life work of undermining his life's work. Other critics disagreed and said, "Ha ha ha, you stupid MLB putzes." In another narrative oopsie-daisy, idiot leftists looked like idiots when they idiotically said that racism was the reason Virginians refused to elect an old white man to replace Governor Ralph Northam, the Democrat who dressed up in blackface. To be fair, Northam says he might not have dressed up in blackface. He might have dressed up as a Ku Klux Klansman, as so many Democrats have done in the past. Leftists also called voters racist for expelling critical race theory from their schools. CRT is, of course, the theory that racism can only be stopped by judging people according to the color of their skin. Leftists protested that CRT was not being taught in schools and would continue to be taught in schools because anyone who wouldn't judge people by their skin color was racist. And by the way, your son should perform oral sex on older men. Democrat strategists are working around the clock to determine why they lost the election. And they're torn between two explanations. Either one, Republicans are white supremacists who elected a black lieutenant governor and Latino attorney general to replace the black-faced Democrat Ku Klux Klan guy. Or two, Democrats are evil and people don't want their children turned into racist perverts. The strategists are leaning toward the white supremacy explanation because they can't face the fact they're going to burn in hell for all eternity. The final blow to the left's racist America narrative came in Minnesota, where voters rejected a move to defund the police, turning their backs on Black Lives Matter because Black lives actually matter. As one Minnesota voter put it, quote, "I support the police. Oh, and by the way, tomahawk chop, you stupid MLB putzes." You like rotten content? No, of course not. You like great content, so subscribe right here.